Hello, friends. Today we have with us Ms. Karuna Ausman, who's the diva of international education. She's one of the most experienced in the industry, has an experience of over 3 decades. She's traveled to more than 90 countries to recruit for several Canadian institutes. And today we would like to understand from her what's happening in Canada, why there are suddenly so many rumors, what to make out of these recent announcements.
First of all, thank you for having me.
Thank you.
I'm always inspired to come to your organization because such good work happens here.
Thank you.
So going back to the topic is the present situation in Canada and reduction of international students. Yes, that is the reality. That is what is happening because in 2023 we were in high numbers and some changes had to be made. It was not just by desire that they woke up one day. We had to make sure that structure was made so the students coming in had housing, had jobs, had good education. So some changes were made, and these changes were essential changes. We as institutions feel that a genuine student will benefit from these changes.
Yeah.
It led to some very bad reporting and very bad messaging from media people saying that Canada is closed for business, we are reducing. We were making some instrumental, fundamental changes to international education so it's sustainable, so that it comes into limelight as a country that's making a difference in the life of young people.
All right.
So these changes of putting a cap, not having private-public partnerships, etc., don't impact the students in a negative way. They will impact them in a positive way. We're looking for genuine students. And there is a lot of misinformation, and in our society,
True.
one person said one thing and the second one added their thing and then third one added their thing.
Absolutely.
So the reality is somewhere out there. But the truth of the matter is there is a reduction in numbers, there is higher standards, and the IRCC did put out some rules and regulations that students have to follow. And they are not always easy or pleasant, but in the long run, they're very good for Canadian international students and for the Canadian institutions.
Many students, of course, rumors are there, and the biggest rumors are, oh, Canada doesn't have jobs, oh, Canada doesn't have enough accommodation, oh, Canada doesn't have enough seats. Why has it reached to that level?
Thank you, because we went into a very large number very quickly.
Right.
So we didn't, during COVID, create the infrastructure to make larger accommodations available, etc., because we didn't know this was coming.
Right.
This is also an effect of COVID. And when COVID was over, more students who were waiting applied. So in that, some institutions got a larger number of students than they were able to accommodate in their community. But I will tell you that every institution and every leader in that institution is concerned about the well-being of the student.
Right.
Jobs is another thing. We are looking at that. Students are also very picky. I'm going to say one very humorous thing, that a student wants to always work in the job they deem it to be the best job.
Of course.
It's not, they're not accommodating. I'll give you my own history. I went at the age of 19 and I worked at 7-Eleven store and built from there. And you need to look at jobs in a way, where am I accommodated? What can I do? There are some challenges. I'm not going to say that jobs are readily available, that you're a health science student and you're going to get a job in health science. So some change in attitude is also needed by the student body. With the changes that IRCC has made, there will be more jobs available, things will change out and streamline.
How do you see Canada making further changes in this regard? Do you see some other changes coming up?
I can't project more changes coming up. Streamlining will happen more and more. Certain programs, certain PGW issues, which you are aware of.
Yep.
You've been my partner for years.
Absolutely.
15 years. You have been providing exceptional service to students. And you and I will equally know because they publish it in the newspapers. They will have to bring students who are going to make a difference into our industry as well. That's my view. Nobody has said that to me, because you want to bring people who will be accommodated in jobs.
Right.
There are jobs in northern communities, etc., and students will have to learn. Canada is a big country,
Absolutely.
3
Absolutely.
territories and 10 provinces, and northern communities and southern communities. So children will have to be educated by people like yourself.
Right.
You are helping out in housing. And remember that we are a community together.
Right.
And housing was an issue where students also, to save money, were starting to stay together a lot.
Absolutely.
And that got out in the public. I've been a Canadian for 53 years, 54 years. I've never had an issue. I was a student, and things work out if you put your mind in the focus that I want to make the best of my life. It will not be easy. Selection and choices will have to be made by institution, by parents, and by people like yourself.
So, in your opinion, Canada was one of the most popular countries for international students till around 2022. And within a span of 2 years, that perception
Has changed.
has changed.
Yeah, 1 year.
So now you think, when do you think this thing will be back on track given your experience in the field?
I want to say to whoever is watching, Canada is open for business.
Yeah.
We are open to have you. We would like to have you full-fledged for many programs. So the truth is, it is going to take 1 full year to overcome the shock of the changes. And I think that 2024 recruitment will be little less for 2025 class, but my full belief is that 2026 is going to be a glorious year, a year of recovery.
I hope the session serves your purpose and you get a better idea of how Canada unfolds. Thank you so very much, Karunaji.
But we always have to pray for the best.
Always praying for the best.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.